Rule number 6. The rule of coordinated units. What do we mean? Whenever nouns are joined by and in the subject position, we usually select a plural verb. For example, Bismarck and Henry are friends. Why did we choose are? This is because we have joined Bismarck and then Henry using and. Whenever you combine two nouns in the subject position, then you have coordinated the nouns. So over here, we can replace Bismarck and Henry with they. We can say they are friends. What about this? My father and my friend have phones. Why did we select have and not has? This is because we have two different individuals. We have my father and then my friend. They are two different people. We have coordinated the two nouns, making them plural. So we would say they have phones. However, there are some exceptions to this particular rule. Let us look at these exceptions. Exception number 1, when the coordinated nouns refer to a meal or a title of a book, music, movies, or articles, select a singular verb. Let us have these examples. Example number 1, Gari and beans is my favorite food. Do you see the coordinated units? We have combined gari and beans. But why didn't we write are? This is because the coordinated nouns over here refer to a meal. So it is just one thing that we are talking about. So you can say it is my favorite food. It is not two separate or different meals, but it is one meal. So gari and beans, it is my favorite food. Let us see the next example. Rice and stew tastes delicious. Why didn't we write taste without s? This is because although we have joined these two nouns using and, it is still referring to one meal. So we will say it tastes delicious and not they taste delicious. Alvin and the Chipmunk is an interesting movie. Why did we choose is? Alvin and the Chipmunk refers to a title of a movie. So since it is a title of a movie, we can say it is an interesting movie and not they is or they are an interesting movie. This is just one movie, just that its title contains two nouns that are coordinated. We consider it as singular. So we will say Alvin and the Chipmunk is an interesting movie. Pride and Prejudice was written by Jane Austen. Why did we choose was? Pride and Prejudice refers to a title and not two different things. So we can say it was written by Jane Austen. I have a question for you. Which of the answers are you going to choose? Romeo and Juliet is an interesting play by Shakespeare, or Romeo and Juliet are an interesting play by Shakespeare. The correct response is S. This is because Romeo and Juliet is just a title of a play. Therefore, it is considered singular and not plural. Let us look at the next exception to the coordinated units rule. When the conjoined subject refers to the same person or the same idea, we select a singular verb. Let's have some examples. My mother and my friend are coming. We selected are. We are talking about two different people here. My mother and also my friend. They are two. So we will say they are coming. But what if we have this? My mother and friend is coming. Why did we select is? The conjoined units refer to just one person. If you say my mother and friend, you mean that your mother is the same as your friend. You have taken your mother as your friend. So she is coming, not they are coming. So how do you know that the conjoined units are referring to just one person? There is always the absence of a determiner before the second noun. If there is no determiner before the second noun, then we are referring to the same person. Let us have more examples. The principal and the teacher have arrived. Here we are talking about two different people, the principal and the teacher. This means that we can replace this with they. They have arrived. But if we remove this particular determiner from there, then we will be referring to just one person. For example, the principal and teacher has arrived. This we chose has because there is no determiner before teacher. So it means that the principal is the same as the teacher. The same person performs these two roles as a principal and as a teacher. If we were to replace this with a pronoun, we would say he has arrived. So always check whether there is a determiner before the second noun. If there is no determiner, then choose a singular verb because we are talking about one person. The next one, prayer and fasting is a good tool for believers. Here we are expressing only one idea. Look at the noun that we used after the verb. We said a good tool. This means that we view the coordinated nouns as just one idea. Prayer and fasting is a good tool, and not prayer and fasting are a good tool. Let us solve these questions. Our secretary and friend, which one would you go for? Is it our secretary and friend is in the room, or our secretary and friend are in the room? The second one, our secretary and our friend is in the room, or our secretary and our friend are in the room. Let us see the answers. The first one is. Why? This is because our secretary and friend refer to the same person. It means that the secretary is our friend. So we do not have any determiner before friend, meaning we are talking about the same person. But look at this, our secretary and our friend. We are talking about two different people, so we are going to select are. So the most important thing is the presence of a determiner before the second noun. If there is a determiner, then they are two different people. If there is no determiner, then we are referring to just one person. What if we join nouns with and, but these nouns are preceded by each and every? It is a rule in English grammar that whenever we have nouns preceded by each and every, we select a singular verb. For example, each boy was given a car. Every girl has a bicycle. So we select singular verbs whenever we have each and every preceding nouns. What if each and every precede nouns that are conjoined? For example, each man and each woman in this village is wealthy. Why did we choose is? It is a rule that even if you have a conjoined subject and those conjoined subjects are preceded by each or every, you are going to select a singular verb. So we had each man, each woman. Since both of them are preceded by each, we will go for a singular verb. Every boy and girl in the school learns hard. Why didn't we choose learn? This is because our conjoined nouns are preceded by every. So when they are preceded by every, you are going to select a singular verb. The last one, each man and woman is available. Why didn't we say are? This is because the conjoined nouns are preceded by each. Try this. Every teacher and every student. Try this. Every teacher and every student in the school come late. Or every teacher and every student in the school comes late. Which one is the correct response? The answer is comes. Why? Because although we have coordinated teacher and student, but we have the words every preceding them. meaning we are going to select a singular verb. Those are some exceptions of the coordinated units. In our next lesson, we will be looking at where clauses and prepositions function as the subject.